Hey, I'm Elize, and I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't design mobile first, and I don't think you should either. So, do I think mobile design is important? Hell yes. But do I think you have to do a mobile first approach in design? No. What you're gonna get from this video is an understanding of why I don't believe in mobile first, and then I'll give you an understanding of my approach to mobile design. So the term mobile first became really popularized in 2010 when Google announced that they were gonna be doing mobile first design or thinking mobile first.
So this mobile revolution, which I call mobile first, right? The simple guideline is whatever you're doing, do mobile first.
So around this time when you would go onto a lot of websites on your phone, it would just be a shrunk down version of the website with like 8-point font that was difficult to read. I mean, there's still quite a lot of sites that are out there which are fun to find. So the original intent of mobile first was to get people to start thinking about all devices, and to also think about the quality of the content and the placement of that content across these devices. So I think that this philosophy and this approach was really pivotal for that period of time, but I think we've moved past that now. Collectively, we understand that mobile is important and that we need to be considerate of all devices. There are also so many more devices to consider than ever before. Of course, there are tablets, there are smart watches, smart TVs, etc. So instead of thinking mobile first, let's take a step back and just start to become device conscious. So I'm coining a new approach, device conscious design. DCD has a nice ring to it, huh? And what it means is that we're gonna have to start to consider the type of product, the context of use, which devices are gonna be used, how often will they be used, or are they being used, and where. All these things need to be considered before we start figuring out what our design strategy is going to be. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about what I don't like about mobile first design. The first thing is that it's very restrictive. It's hard to be very creative when you're working on such a small screen. So that's why a lot of times you're seeing mobile first designs look sort of identical, because there's this formulaic approach to mobile first design. The other thing is that I think it takes more time, because you have to start thinking about scaling up from a mobile first design versus scaling down, which I think is easier for the brain to compute. I think of it like editing in a certain way. If I have a large script that I'm writing, it's much easier for me to cut out content and to make it leaner than it is for me to make a lean piece of content fuller, if you know what I mean. I also think mobile first design can hurt the desktop experience if you bring the same design elements that work only for mobile, like a hamburger menu. It works for mobile, but when it's on a desktop experience, you can expose menu items so that a user doesn't have to click onto the hamburger menu before they can see what other pages they can navigate to. So this is my device conscious design approach. Look at your analytics. Spend time understanding which devices are being used the most. So if 80% of your users are coming in through mobile, then you may want to spend more time considering mobile. Understand the context of use. And one of the ways to do that is through user research. You can do this through surveys, observation, best of all, user interviewing and user testing. And through that discovery, you can understand pain points and start to create solutions that can be solved on different platforms or on different devices. Prioritize features early on. I'll do a feature prioritization exercise with the client. Based on that exercise, I don't need to go and make myself go onto mobile and design mobile first in order to not go do any feature bloating or anything. I already have strategies in mind and consensus from team members when I start designing. design your devices in tandem. So oftentimes I will design my desktop and mobile and tablet at the same time. And I often start with desktop actually, because while I'm designing desktop, I'm already thinking about how this is going to translate on the different devices in the back of my head. If that's too difficult, do whatever method feels right for you that you are the fastest at, but you are also being device conscious during that process. That's all that really matters. So I actually have a new video that will be coming up showing how I design across different devices, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, hit like. If you didn't like this video and you think everything I said was blasphemy, please comment. Let me know what you think. What are your methodologies? How do you like to work? And I'd love to start, discussions around this. Please subscribe if you liked this video, and if you want to learn more juicy tidbits of my methodologies and ways to grow in your UX career, I've got new videos out every single week, so I'll see you next week.